Today, on The Occult Detective, we're going to talk about the Pope's Exorcist.
Father Gabriele Amorth. On the night of June 4th, you performed an exorcism.
That was not an exorcism. The majority of cases do not require an exorcism.
98% are recommended by him to doctors and psychiatrists.
The other 2%, I call it evil.
We have more questions for you, Father Amorth.
You have a problem with me? You talk to my boss, the Pope.
There is a case that needs your attention.
Bring me the priest.
I'm here to help, Julia.
Wrong priest!
Take caution. There are secrets buried there.
Is the Vatican sealed?
The church has fought against this demon before. The Vatican covered it up. We need to find out why.
You've been played. You talk the bait.
Whatever you do, you only do because God allows it.
Did he allow that?
Imagine what could happen if the devil possessed the soul of the Pope's exorcist.
Who will defend you?
My faith does not require defense.
So, what did I think of Russell Crowe's The Pope's Exorcist? Well, first, some context. I am very familiar with Father Gabriele Amorth, who was the chief exorcist of the Vatican. Russell Crowe does not portray that individual. Russell Crowe does a terrific job. I mean, certainly he is a master of his craft. And his version of Amorth is solid. He's great.
The vast majority of the cases to which I am assigned do not require an exorcism.
In my observation, 98% of the cases that are assigned to Father Amorth are then further recommended by him to doctors and psychiatrists.
And the other 2%?
The other 2%. This is something that has confounded all of science and all of medicine for a very long time. I call it evil.
Where the movie kind of falls apart is that by calling it, Father Gabriel's actual case files, it's so disingenuous. It's obvious that these events depicted on the screen did not in any way, shape, or form occur to the good Father. That said, it's a decent horror film. I would put it in line with, say, The End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Gabriel Byrne. Okay? Just a middling horror film that pays homage to countless films that have already been done. The movie is set in the 1980s, and it tries to kind of tap into some of that Stranger Things realm. But ultimately, it's just okay, and I don't regret having seen it, but I wanted a lot more from it. The International Association of Exorcists, they said that it's pretentious and reminiscent of like the Da Vinci Code, certainly not in keeping with the spirit of Father Amorth. Now, you do see some good performances in the film. I thought that Alex Essoe, who played Julia, who's the single mother, she was terrific in it. The rebellious daughter, Amy, that was played by Laurel Marsden. She didn't work as much for me. I thought she was trying a little too hard early in the film. Although late in the film, she really came into her character. So, and then of course you had the young boy Henry. Forgive me, I don't remember his name, Peter something. But anyway, he was fine. He was asked, a lot to do in this, and he was solid. And then, of course, you've got, you had the the sidekick priest, the Father Karras, if you will, played by Daniel Zovatto, and he was serviceable. I had no problem with him at all, but boy, the climax of the movie is just so over the top, and just everything you see in this movie you have seen before. It's a serviceable horror film, but it's not going to win any awards, and it'll be easily forgotten, within a few weeks of having seen it, when hopefully bigger and better films come along. I should say that The Exorcist is one of my all-time favorite films, and if you cannot look to that as an inspiration on how to build tension and drama and give, pull these wonderful performances out. That said, The Exorcist does have some problems, mainly in the later reissues where they added scenes, and that was terrible. The original theatrical cut, near perfect film. And oddly enough, Father Amorth, that was his favorite movie. So, go figure. Do I recommend you seeing this? Only if you absolutely love exorcism movies. If you're just have a passing interest in these things, and it would not hurt you to give it a pass. All right, that's all I've got. Hopefully, we'll see something better soon.